think we all should just come to terms with it and say, yeah, Robert Pattinson is now a very good actor. Hey everyone, welcome to another review, and here's my review for the movie Good Time. Yes, Good Time stars Robert Pattinson, Barkhard, Abdi, and Jennifer Jason Leigh. And this movie is directed by Joshua and Ben Safdie. In this movie, again, this is a smaller indie film, and just like what I said in my review of All Saints, thank God it's a dead week when it comes to movies, because now I can actually see a lot of these smaller films, because I don't know if I would have had time to go see Good Time or All Saints, because, yeah, this is a very dead week for film, and not a lot of big, huge blockbuster films have come out, but now I get to see the movie Good Time. This Good Time is about these two brothers, and they basically pull off this bank heist, and one of the brothers ends up going to prison, or ends up going to jail, and the other brother, played by Robert Pattinson, basically does the most batshit crazy things he can in one night to get his brother out of jail. And that's all I'm going to say about this movie. That's all I'm going to say about the plot. And yeah, this is a very trippy, pretty cerebral, disturbing, gritty, dramatic thriller with hints of dark comedy in it. And yeah, this is a movie that I did not see coming. A movie that I didn't see a single trailer for. I never saw a single trailer for Good Time. I heard a lot of people talking about it. I saw some reviews on like Metacritic, IMDb, and Rotten Tomatoes. Everyone was saying it was really cool, really intense thriller with Robert Pattinson, but I never saw a trailer or a preview. I went into this movie very blind. And I'm kind of glad I did, because this movie was a damn good film. A very unwatchable at times, and very unpleasant, and kind of disturbing, very gritty, very raw, at times depressing, at times sometimes funny film, and yeah, it was a lot of weird things mixed together. This movie felt very David Cronenberg-esque, kind of like hints of Cronenberg-isms in this film, even a little bit of David Lynch shit. Yeah, I really liked this movie. This was a really good, very raw film, and yeah, again, like I said in the beginning, I think we all should just come to terms with that. I think we all should just come to terms with it and say that Robert Pattinson is a damn great actor. He's been impressing me more and more. I know when he was doing like the Twilight films and stuff, we all hated his acting because he was just such a bland and wooden actor, and I can definitely agree with you guys. When he did like the Remember Me and the Twilight films, he was a dreadful actor, but ever since the Twilight movies have ended, he has given some really great performances in some really great films like Cosmopolis, Maps to the Stars, The Rover, even this year with The Lost City of Z, and now this movie, Good Time. He is shaping up to be a damn great actor. Who knows, if he keeps up this great performances and this great work and these great movies, I might eventually do a top 10 best Robert Pattinson movies. I never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see that day, but yeah, he was fantastic. Robert Pattinson does stellar work in this movie. He is phenomenal in this film. He plays a very raw performance, a very dark performance, but again, because he has done a lot of David Cronenberg movies like Cosmopolis and Maps of the Stars, I already knew he could play a role like this. He was fantastic. He was amazing in this film. I still thought he was a little better in Lost City of Z, but he was really great in this movie. Even the director, one of the directors of this movie, Ben Safdie, plays the brother. He was fantastic in this movie as well. Barkhard Abdi, I was glad to see Barkhard Abdi. I haven't seen Barkhard Abdi in a while. I saw him in last year's movie, oh my god, what's that movie called? Eye in the Sky. He was briefly in that, but before that I saw him in Captain Phillips. He was so great as the Somalian pirate in Captain Phillips. I don't know what happened to him. I thought he'd be doing a lot of great movies after Captain Phillips. Apparently not, but he was great in this movie. And Jennifer Jason Leigh plays a small role. I won't spoil what she is in this movie, but she was really great. It was really good, pleasant treat to see her in this film. And yeah, the way these brothers, Joshua and Ben Safdie, how they directed this film was fantastic. I love how surreal, cerebral, and raw this movie is. I love how dark it is. I love how they lay the shots out in this film. It's really well done, really trippy, and really very graphic at times. It makes you feel very realistic, and it puts you into the story with the lead character played by Robert Pattinson. The way they directed this movie and the way they structuralized the film was absolutely fantastic. These directors are talented. I know these directors have done a few other films in their past, like a few smaller indie films. I haven't seen any of their work, but honestly, after this movie, I might check out some of their filmography, because they did a hell of a good job. The direction in this movie was solid. The writing was also really well done. Very well-paced writing. Very compelling at times. Very raw. I said raw a bajillion times in this review, but that's probably the best way to sum this movie up. It's very raw. It's a raw film. The writing was really good. The characters were really fleshed out. The story was well written. It was very original in the way they told it. The story has been done to death, but the way the characters were written and the way the story was told made it came off very fresh and very original and stuff. And again, especially the style of filmmaking what these directors did. Really well done. There was some sharp editing, good cinematography, good production. The score was also really good, very euphoric, and yeah, I thought this movie was really well crafted, and I think this is a damn good film. It's definitely not a movie for everybody because it's a very dark and very depressing, very bleak film. Again, there's some dark comedy, but those are for the weirdos out there like me that find really dark shit really fucking funny. But this is definitely a movie for a lot of people who love the gritty and dark films and stuff, and people who love good filmmaking. There is some solid filmmaking in this film, yeah. The only nitpicks I have, there are times in this movie the filmmakers were coming off a bit pretentious with some scenes. There's some scenes that were trying to be like incredibly artsy, and again, I don't want to go into too much details with it, but there's a few moments in this movie that the filmmakers were just trying to be trippy for the sake of being trippy, and they're just trying to be very artsy for no apparent reason. It didn't work for that moment in the story. They were just trying to be artsy, and yeah, it came off very, very pretentious and stuff. There's a couple moments in this movie that feel a tad pretentious. Other than that, this movie is damn good. It's a very unpleasant watch, but still a really, really well-made movie. And for a movie called Good Time, it's not really a good time, but it's a very intriguing, very brutal watch, and it's definitely a movie that most people should see, especially if you're into really good, well-made films and stuff. It's a very, very hard-hitting, dramatic thriller, and with a phenomenal performance by Robert Pattinson, and even great performances by the whole supporting cast. And yeah, I definitely recommend this movie, Good Time. It's definitely not a happy movie, but again, it's a well-made movie. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the movie Good Time an 8.3 out of 10. So yeah, check this one out. The theaters out there are very slim pickings, so now's your chance to see some smaller indie films. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Good Time. So in the comment section below, please tell me what is your favorite and least favorite Robert Pattinson movie. And you can't include Twilight. Twilight's too easy. So yeah, favorite and least favorite Robert Pattinson movie. My favorite actually might be The Lost City of Z. I thought, even though he's a supporting role with Charlie Hunnam, I thought he was fantastic in that film. So yeah, that's my favorite. Least favorite, Remember Me. But yeah, what is your favorite, least favorite Robert Pattinson movie? Comment below, let me know. And as always for this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.